what's good? What's good? Sorry for the long wait. You feel me? We had to take care of a few things, but we back. We active every day, every weekday. Bring some guests on. We got a little show for y'all. We got a lot of stuff to go through. We got a big, packed, tight show. So let's get it. Let's go. All right, let's start it off. Alex Smith hangs up the cleats and retires. Uh, you know, watch this guy in the Chiefs. He was a pretty good quarterback. Above average. Not really to that all-star level, but very good career. Played a long time. With him, the Chiefs were still a divisional wild card type team. He was a great player. I think with all that transpired last year with his his injury and his family, him coming back, battling back, making it comeback player of the year. Honestly, I think the comeback player of the year award should be named after him. Alex Smith, he was bleeding. He almost died. It's crazy to see, the perseverance. A great man, great family man, great, great people to, push through, and he made it. He made it out. Made it. So yeah, let's have a good show, and kudos to Alex Smith. Hopefully enjoys retirement. All right, let's start off with a little bit of baseball. We got Jay Bruce announced his retirement after 14th season. Yankees vet Jay Bruce announced his retirement from baseball. He, 14 seasons, 34 years old. Basically said, it's time to hang it up. He's a pretty good player, 3-time All-Star. He had 1,455 hits, 319 home runs, and 312 doubles. So, he did pretty good. He had back-to-back top 10 finishes as NL MVP. I like Jay Bruce. I like what he was able to do. Good man. Played for the Reds. Played for the Yankees. He just said it's time to hang it up. He signed his minor league deal with the Yankees this offseason, but he just said, it's not really worth it. He only hit 118 in 34 bats, so you might as well hang it up. Like I said, he was a 3-time All-Star. He had a 2-time Silver Slugger, and he spent 14 seasons with the Reds from 2008 to 2016, the Mets from 2016 to 2018, and the Cleveland, 2016, 2017, 2017 season with the Indians, 2018 team back with the Mets. Then we got Mariners 2019, Phillies 2019-20, and Yankees 2021. So yeah, Jay Bruce, hell of a career. See what you got in store for your retirement. Congratulations, man. All right, next we got Waka, my dog Waka. He fans 9, another word for strikeout versus the Yankees. We love hating on the Yankees. Shout out to Ruben. I just love seeing this team get whopped. Waka is a good pitcher. Kind of underrated in my opinion. But he destroyed the Yankees. It's always a great day as a sports fan when the Yankees lose. It just warms my heart because like this team, $1 billion, they're the richest team, probably the richest sports team. They are the richest sports team in America, actually. Got that in the archives, but then you got the Lakers, but it's just such a pleasure to me to see a great team on paper just get romped. And it makes me feel good. So coming off a rare, discouraging series at the Rangers versus the Rangers at Tropicana Field, Willie Ademas said Friday night that they will play the game and they know how to play. Like I said, Walker, he had 6 innings, 9 Ks, 8-2 win versus the Yankees. And then the following day, not the following day, now they're 14-5 against the Yankees with a 6-0 record versus them in the Bronx. So, when the Rays play them in in New York, they own that stadium pretty much. Kevin Crash said, let's find a way to win, and they did. It's been frustrating. Like I said, they played the Rangers. They weren't doing well, but Brandon Lowe had a 2-run double. They're making improvements, and that's what you got to do early in the season. Like I said, baseball is I haven't said this, but let me reiterate this point. Baseball is it's a grind. It's a grind. You got Dames and Zanino scored on the air. That's great seeing errors in the Yankees because they think they're so great, and this pressure just makes them bust. Like how you're a pro player making errors, and that's 2 runs. 2 runs is game deciding. But like I said, Waka, great performance, man. And yeah, all right, moving on. A play that is unbelievable. Okay, we got my man Jesus Aguilar with a dazzling scoop at first base for the first out in the Marlins versus Giants game. Look at this play right here. What a play. What a play, man. That's the baseball we love seeing as fans. We love seeing energetic, high energy baseball. And this is what we as a baseball fan, this is what you live for. I mean, you got Jesus Aguilar, great player for the Miami Marlins, doing good things. Great man. Love his he's a great family man. Jesus Aguilar, he's a beast. And you just saw that play. I mean, you know, not surprised. He's a beast with the bat. He's a great good first baseman. A little bit slow, but yeah, he doesn't, his bat and just his character makes up for it. He's a very cheerful guy. So yeah, love to see that. A great play. Got Jazz trying to get Jazz on the show pretty soon. He's been busy trying to, get in contact with him, but got Jazz, and Jazz made a great play. Up the middle, running away. But he threw the ball down at the dirt because first baseman in the MLB should be able to scoop a ball. People were like, "Well, it's a bad throw." No, it's not. He's running away from his body, making a great tough play. And yeah, so great play, Aguilar, and let's move on. Okay, we got a DeGrom strikes out 14, but what makes this better? 9 in a row, and 9 in a row, and he only pitched 6 innings. What? Let's watch a little bit.
Well, the Toyota numbers for Jacob DeGrom are always great, but even in Colorado, he's had 2 starts, ERA just 2.5. And Story goes down swinging, and DeGrom's got his first strikeout of the day. 1, 2, 3 for Jake. So 2-2 coming. Fastball, strike 3 call. That's the best fastball he's thrown yet. And he comes inside again, strikes him out on 3 pitches. It would be work at this point. And Nunez goes down the slider, and DeGrom strikes out 3 in a row to strand a pair. Tapia on deck, and then Ryan McMahon for the Rockies in the third. And Gonzalez goes down swinging on the high fastball to figure out how they're off. This guy takes 2 or 3 pitches, and he blows away Tapia at 101 miles an hour. Different road today. And he blows him away upstairs. DeGrom strikes out the side. He's fanned the last 6 hitters. DeGrom on a roll. And Story's foul tips 1 for strike 3, and that's 7 in a row for DeGrom. Again, the 2-2 to Blackman. And he struck him out. 8 in a row for Jacob DeGrom. That ties his career best this quick. 1-2 coming. He struck him out. 9 in a row for Jacob DeGrom. 10 strikeouts for the day. 1 strikeout shy of history. And Hilliard strikes out on the slider. That's 11 now for DeGrom. He's continued to this at bat against McMahon, but he comes back to strike him out with a changeup. Didn't give up a run yet. Blackman to the ground. He did. Strike 3. Number 13 for DeGrom. Somebody else finished the bottom of the 7. Swing and a miss. Cronus down. Strikes. And that is.
So yeah, like I said, DeGrom dominance. Like I said, he's one of my personal favorite pitchers in MLB. He's finished with 14 strikeouts and win versus the Rockies 4-3 to open the doubleheader. You know, it made history. I mean, he struck out his 9 batters in a row. You know, coming off a 14 strikeout performance you know, they lost to Miami previously. They had to bounce back, and you know, the Mets are looking well. You got him, you got Marcus Stroman, you got DeGrom. You know, I think that the Mets are a low-key a sleeper team. You got Lindor balling. I mean, there's a lot of things you know, that are gonna come up good for this team. And then we got Edwin Diaz struggling out the side for his first save of the season. Let me put a disclaimer: Edwin Diaz is terrible. He cannot find the plate. He is a terrible pitcher, and he needs to be cut. Point blank. Period. All right. Next we have a little bit more baseball. We have sadly Steven Strasburg placed on the injured list with shoulder inflammation. You know, he's one of my, like I said, I love greatness. Steven Strasburg was the I believe the 2019 World Series MVP when the Nationals when the Nationals defeated the Astros. You know, I really thought Juan Soto was gonna get that, but he wasn't. Anyway, you know, he got put on the injury list for shoulder inflammation, the 10-day. He should be back. 34. He's got replaced by Paulo Espinino. You know, I think Strasburg, you know, he's gritty. He'll make it back. Like he said, I think it's a joke, to be honest. I mean, they'll shoot in the tunnel and they'll see what's going on. I mean, he's on one with a 6.3 RA, but he should he'll bounce back. He'll get back on top to dominant Steven Strasburg that we all know. And we all know that Steven Strasburg can and will be a beast. You know, like I said, I love his game. Great player. Yeah, so let's move on. Next, we got a little bit of my man Melvin Gordon. He says he is furious. I mean, you can tell he's furious. He didn't say that. My bad. I get overlooked, and I am, you know, I am sick of it. You know, Melvin Gordon, one of my favorite backs. You know, from the he was at the Chargers. You know, he was a good player. Kind of reminds me of you know, nowadays, you know, got to bring modern, can't go back in time. We're gonna say like a Josh Jacobs type player, you know, a straight grinder. You know, out of Wisconsin, had a lot of rushing records, I believe, at the school. You know, Melvin Gordon's a beast. You know, he's a bruiser. He's the type of back you want, and yes, I believe he's been getting overlooked. I mean, like I said, he had a lot of lows. I mean, he was sharing with Philip Lindsay. You know, he said it was probably one of his most difficult seasons. Just because a lot of fans and people weren't too happy with me coming in, and he wanted to get paid, and Philip Lindsay, you know, was basically the starter. It was kind of like, you know, I'm from Wisconsin and I haven't got a draft to the pack, and I understand how people feel because it's the same way if I was in Green Bay. There's not any hard feelings, but shoot, at least let me get a shot. And it sucked because the fans in the stands, you know, were not even there with COVID and stuff like that. It just made it a lot more, you know, dreading and mentally depressing. So, I mean, you know, Gordon's just saying that pretty much, you know, like he feels like the money holding out and all that, he still deserved a shot. And I believe he did. He alluded to, you know, Lindsay had a hat trick of rushing touchdowns. You know, I like Philip Lindsay's a pretty good back. Still think Melvin Gordon's better. Now, you know, he doesn't have to share the rock with Lindsay. Lindsay's at the Texans. That should be interesting. The Texans got a whole bunch going over there. We don't want to get into that today. We do not want to get into that today. But like I said, Denver was 5-11. You know, I think Melvin Gordon will show that he is still a top 15 running back in this league. And, you know, he said, we bled and sweat together. We definitely had a down year and we fought together at our worst. I definitely want to be one of the leaders and step up this year because that's definitely what we want to bring to our team this year. And I feel like we can really be special. And I think, you know, they got Drew Lock, horse blank lock. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think he'll be they should be straight. You know, they shouldn't be that worried. I think Melvin Gordon's still a great player. Yeah, let's move on. We got Grant Delpit. I'm doing everything on the field. After he's doing everything to get back on the field after he missed his rookie season. I like Grant Delpit. Let's show you guys a little bit. One of my personal favorites.
So that's another hit. Grant Delpit very gently put Story down on the turf. And a little bit of dance to follow. It's a loss of 8.
Easier preparation for Michael Johnson next week.
Looks like some good food. Come back next week. Thrown up, and that one might be intercepted. Did Delpit hang on? He did. What an interception. Maybe the last guy that's going to throw a football up to the foot of the bat. He is a ball-hawking safety here. One of the most creative defensive coordinators in college football is the defense.
As you see, Grant Delpit is a beast, and if you know me, you know I love me some I love me some DBs. Being a former defensive back in high school, it makes you kind of not emotional, but it makes you smile seeing the dog in players. Like I said, Grant Delpit, he's a beast. Straight up, he's a beast. I mean, like you said, he's doing everything to get back on the field. I love me some Delpit. Yeah, if I had to make an NFL comparison to him right now, I'd definitely say Derwin James, who is the best safety in the NFL from Florida State University. Yes, I said the best safety in the NFL. You could argue that any day. So yes, uh, he's an LSU product. He's forced to the sidelines because of his road to recovery. That's why his draft stock kind of went down. But he's a physical defender with solid coverage, and he has an ability to be an immediate starter. He put hours in the weight room. Grant Delpit, as you see in the college film, he was not as big as advertised, but he's still a beast. Once he's able to finish, he would join Ronnie Harrison, the man who was able to fill the void in that safety position. They got John Johnson out of the from the Los Angeles Rams. So the Browns are building back to contender status, and we're gonna see Delpit can potentially make a major role this year. And I said I love me some defensive backs, and I believe Grant Delpit can do it. Next, we got Trey Lance. Falcons said they're sending the full package at Trey Lance. Let's dive into this. Packers got Matt Ryan. They got Calvin Ridley. They got Julio Jones. They got a team. They got a squad. They got Hayden Hurst. They got some weapons, and Matt Ryan is getting old. I think that Matt Ryan is still okay. He's an average quarterback. This is not like the Matt LaFleur situation with Rodgers, because Rodgers told Matt LaFleur, like, you got to remember who's boss here. Don't try to pass me up like I'm done. But Matt Ryan doesn't have that for me. So Trey Lance at North Dakota State had a good pro day. With the Falcons looking at number 4th pick as Matt Ryan's successor. With the he'll have the luxury of sitting with Matt Ryan in the same QB room and trying to soak up as much as he can. And they just think the GM Terry Fontenot said that they want to stack good quarterbacks, and this draft this year is prime time. About prime time, Bori, if you know, but it's prime time to get QBs. You got Trey Lance, you got Justin Fields, you got Zach Wilson, you got Mac Jones, you got Trevor Lawrence. I mean, if you need a quarterback, this is the draft to do it. And there's some sleepers. You got a man out of Stanford. You got a lot of QBs that are flying on the. You got Kyle Trask out of University of Florida. So there's a lot of QBs under the radar that people are not talking about. But I think that Trey Lance is probably top 3, top 4 quarterback in this draft, and the Falcons should go ham. Why not? Mobile, athletic, very good player. We're gonna see. I think that's the best fit. I mean, their O-line's not terrible. I think Trey Lance can get it done, and he'll do the dirty work. All right, let's move on. We got some great news. Excuse me, in my opinion, we have NFL intends to not discipline players for high risk COVID activities or COVID conduct, whatever you want to say. The NFLPA, they said, players will not get penalized. Pelissero, the commissioner of the NLPA, said that, going to indoor events and bars would fall under that category, but they should not get in trouble. I mean, Dwayne Haskins got fined $40,000 because he went to a club, and honestly terrible. I mean, why are you disciplining people for doing what they want to do in their off season? They're not in season. If they get tested and they have COVID, that's one thing. But if you're not in season and you're in the off season, you should be able to do what you want at your own will. If you want to, if you want to be safe, don't go out. If you want to do what you want, go out. But at the same time, I understand you're under contract, you're under a job. But if you're in the off season, that is your time for yourself and your family, and you make the decisions that you want to do to betterment yourself or your family, or that you want to do personally. I mean, people don't care. People do care. You do what you want. You do what you want. NFL should not be, in a sense, controlling your decision making. You understand? If you understand what I mean. So, great news in my opinion. Great news. All right. Next we have Steph Curry joins Kobe Bryant, MJ, and Kobe Bryant, MJ for this freaking scoring streak. I mean, Curry is firing up. He's on the pure plutonium at the moment. On Saturday, Curry hit 11 threes, giving him 36 triples over the past 4 games and 47 points, but it was not enough because the Warriors still fell to the Celtics. It was a slugfest, but Jason Tatum went toe to toe. He had, he was balling with Curry. I mean, Curry had hit at least 10 3-pointers in 3 of his last 4 games. Like I said, he's a beast. He's just tied Kobe Bryant for most consecutive 30-point games for a player 33 or older. I mean, we could just go down the line and look at some of the stats for the last 10 games. I mean, we got 47 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Next one before that, we got 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Then we got 42 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. We got 53 points, 6 points, 4 assists. We got 38 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. We got 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. We have 41 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. We have 37 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So I could just keep going down. Chef Curry's cooking in the pot, and that man not gonna stop because he's on top. And Curry will never flop because he's the best, and Curry is better than the rest. You feel me? So I mean, Curry's a beast. I love seeing greatness, and he's breaking these records at the age of 33 years old, and that's okay because that Curry will never fold. When money's on the line, Cole, when money's on the line, Curry will not be fine because he is divine, and he's not like these other 5 players, and they just want to be haters. You feel me? All right, next we got the dumbest man in America. We have Brad Stevens turned down $70 million to be the coach at Indiana University. Indiana is building a good basketball program. I paid attention to some of them. They were in the top 25 here and there. This past few seasons, they actually defeated Florida State. We're not going to speak about Florida State basketball because I can go off, but it's for another day. Anyway, he declined it. He said he wants to stay with the Celtics. I don't know why. Brad Stevens came into the NBA as a great coach. He did a lot of things for the Celtics, made defensive-minded team, but, he would have been making more than John Calipari, Duke's Mike Krzyzewski. I mean, but he just said, nah, I'm straight. Are you kidding me, bro? Like you're getting, the thing is you're getting figured out. In the NBA, when you're a coach for a while, you get figured out and things don't go your way. So he should have took that. I don't know what he's doing, but hey, he knows what's best for him. So I'm not gonna get involved with that. All right. Next we have LeBron AD. While waiting for LeBron and AD, the Lakers have stayed close. The Lakers are still presumptively to be the number one seed, to be the best team out of the West. The NBA is starting to compress a lot of teams for managing minutes and doing, this foolishness. I hate it. I hate the load management BS. How are you gonna not play and you're getting paid to play? Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. So, to talk about this, D-Wade bought the Jazz. They bought the Jazz. Dwayne Wade is doing great things. He's got the Ling Ning brand for his shoes. He has a wine company. D-Wade is balling out, his business version of himself. I'm glad to see him, one of my favorite players. when he retired, the Lakers are staying distant, as in, distant as in AD and LeBron on the court, but they're staying close. I mean, they're still competing. They're still getting in slugfest. And just LeBron and AD said, we are not playing. We want to wait until the season's over. And they said they had a long season, and when he was the excuse of the COVID and all that, they had a long season. They had the longest season in the NBA besides the Miami Heat, tied with the Miami Heat. But you're paid to play, you need to play. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. You have a job, you need to execute. If you're not injured, you need to execute. And there's no excuse because if you snooze, you lose. But LeBron is the best, and he's better than the rest. But then we got Dame from the Portland Trailblazers. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. But AD, he's like me, he's gonna shoot that three, but then he might go party. So I don't know why these players are like falling behind, because they got a large mountain that they gotta climb. So I'm just so mad and I'm so pressed. Like, damn, are you that bad? And are you sad? Are you depressed? You feel me? So yeah. Last things into my favorite segment. We have Snoop Dogg. He saw Dana White. He said, "Where my money at?" You feel me? After he won 10 million on Jake Paul's fight. I said that very emotionless because I'm not talking about this. I'm just bringing funny content. Let's check it out.
Snoop, is showing real love.
Hey, I feel you now, Snoop. I mean, you gotta hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do. He won 2 million. We're not gonna speak about Jake Paul, but he won 2 million. He did what he did. We gotta keep the family fed. So I feel you, Snoop. But Jake Paul, I mean, you going to be on top right now, but I feel like you got a long fall. So you got to just keep your mind straight, because you could be done, like, and then you might be late. So Jake Paul, you need to chill, because like Lil Bill, like the show on Nickelodeon, and I might explode again, because Bori is on top, and like I said, he will not stop. So Jake Paul, you got a little bit of fame, but like you're gonna be in the Hall of Shame. I mean, you're doing a little too much, and like you just need to calm down. You little sus. So I mean, he wearing all these things and all these diamonds and these chains, but he really ain't showing why he is the main. I mean, you really kind of cool, I guess, but you look like a fool. What you doing drinking wine after you just won? You won, and now you're trying to have fun, but you're not even under the sun. You're trying to go to Hawaii and you want to be with the girls, but man, you just went around and just made that little man twirl. You beat Ben Askren, you whooped his butt. But I mean, damn, man, like he ain't even a fighter. Like, what the, you feel me? So I mean, when you got to play Dylan Dennis gonna knock you. He gonna say, "Damn, bro, I need to sock you." Jake Paul, when you get whooped, I'ma laugh and I'm gonna be like, "Damn, bro, like you and last." You feel me? So I ain't even fighting. Like I said, I like to sleep at night, so I ain't want no pressure. But you know what I mean? You gonna get killed. Dylan Dennis is going to kill you, and I can't wait. I'm gonna ride my hoverboard. I'm gonna have fun in the house, get the boys over, watch the fight. I hope you fight Floyd Mayweather. I need Money Mayweather to show you. Big money, don't fold. See, you know what he said? He Money Mayweather, he'll make 50 million on a fight and say he stole it, because he know he gonna win. That man 51-0. So I hope you play Mayweather, because Mayweather gonna tattoo that boy. He gonna tattoo you, like the man in the video say. He said, "Fight a real boxer." He said, "Fight a real boxer." So you feel me? I ain't even got no beef with your dog, but you're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. I mean, you're doing too much. Like, you kind of cool, I guess, but at the same time, like you not even like like you straight, I guess. Um, we about to wrap it up. We about to, get a little Jake Paul. Should we get a little Jake Paul this? Should we get a little Jake Paul this? Jake Paul this? Jake Paul this? All right. I got y'all. Give me a minute. We're gonna get that beat going. We're gonna get random words with it too. We're going off the dome, you feel me? Let's get it. Let's go. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Let's get it, baby. Let me get that Jake Paul this. Jake Paul this. Jake Paul this. Yeah. And we back. You know that we are gonna attack. Yeah, like I said, what we gonna do? Yeah, I mean he got a little habit, but he need to stop it. He's showing little boys that he look cool and he need to stop it. Yeah, you need to drop it. I'ma lend you some cash. Maybe we could have some fun with my lady Ash Cash. Yeah, and you think you cool, getting all high. You know you keep smoking that ish, you might end up and die. Yeah, in the reservoir, and we show your girl that we gonna make her twirl all damn fucking hour. Yeah, and I'm a detective, I'm a thief in the night. I'ma show you little girl that I ain't ready to fight. No, I don't swing, I play with the swing, but I'ma go to the park and having wings and things. Yeah, and like I said, I like to elaborate. I know you little boy, you getting a lot of fucking hate. You getting hate because you really, really lame. Like I said earlier, you in the Hall of Shame. And then you might have to get a little cover. Like I said, I like to ride on the hoverboard. I like to have fun, and then I take your little girl and we go under the sun. Yeah, then we ride, we dive in the pool because your lady know that boy the best and he is cool. Yeah, and like I said, we gonna amputate, take your leg off and knock you, and then we gonna be late to the club scene. I'ma show you, baby girl, that I am not that mean. And then we gonna look at your face. We gonna measure the tape around your lace. Yeah, I said lace because your hair is fake. You know that I am able to get a take. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not one to fight. I'm just trying to go to sleep tonight. Yeah, like I said, like a thief in the night. I'ma dive in your girl and I'ma have a good flight. A good flight. Like Bank of America. I got the desire and I'ma play with her hair again. Her hair again, like it's so damn smooth. You know that you a fool and you really random. Yeah, like I'm a poet like the idiom. I got the parts of speech and now she on my meat. Jake Paul, you need to really quit. You can't really box and now you think you really hip. No, bro, you not for sure. Damn, Jake Paul, what you doing? You not a little, you not a hoe, nigga. You can't fight. I mean, damn, bro. I saw you with that girl last night, but bro, you just gotta take a little bit of chill. Damn, bro. I said watch some Lil Bill. Yeah, we back. You feel me? Like I said, Bori Lenard show, we back. We got interviews tomorrow. We gonna get into it. We got Ruben back on the show tomorrow, and we lit.